everybody, it's James here from GoodGuitarist.com, and in today's lesson I'm going to show you an easy way to play Nowhere Man by the Beatles. Now, normally this song would require quite a few bar chords, but we're going to put it in a key where we can avoid bar chords entirely, or we can choose to play one or two. So you can use this to practice bar chords, or you can just treat it like a simple strummer. It's totally up to you. If you need help with the mechanics of guitar, I have a free ebook that's 100% free. There's a link down below for that as well, and that goes over all the fundamentals of, chords and strumming on a guitar. Anyways, let's get started with the chord shapes. First, we have a D chord, then A, G, there's an E minor, and then there's a G minor chord. And there's an easy way to play it where we do it like this. My middle finger is on the 3rd fret of the thickest string, and the underside of my finger is lightly touching the A string to mute it. See how it's lightly touching? The D string is open. Then I have my 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the G string, and my pinky just underneath it on the 3rd fret of the B string. And the underside of my pinky is muting the high E string. So all in all, we get 3, mute, open, 3, and then mute. You could also play it as a bar chord. And for that, we basically make the E minor shape with these 2 fingers. And then we go 1, 2, 3, and then we bar the 3rd fret of all the strings, and we get a G minor bar chord. And if you are interested in bar chords, I have a course, Barre Chords Made Easy, which takes you from a much easier starting point and teaches you all the technique it takes, because it's more about technique than strength, So I have a course that'll show you how to do that, and I also have a mini series. I'll put links to that stuff down below. Either way, those are all the chords that we need to play through the verse. So let's take a moment with that now, and let's just strum the chords using downstrokes only, just so we can work on how long to play each chord for and the chord switching. Starting on D, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. A, 2, 3, 4. G, 2, 3, 4. D, 2, 3, 4. E minor, 2, 3, 4. G minor, 2, 3, 4. D, 2, 3, 4. One more time. I'll do the bar chord this time. D, 2, A, 2, 3, 4, knows not where he's going to. 3, 4, E minor, 2, 3, 4, G minor, 2, 3, 4, D, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So make sure you can do that downstrokes only, counting along, slow and steady. If you need more help with the chord switches, remember there's my free ebook. I also have a complete beginner's course which guides you through that entire process, start to finish, from absolute beginner to confident strummer. So that's available to you as well. Anyways, once we have these chord shapes down, we can add a strumming pattern. It goes like this. I'll do it slowly. 3 and 4 and. And that's the most common strumming pattern ever. In fact, I've made 3 separate tutorials covering that strumming pattern, but we're still going to take a quick moment to break it down. The first half is down, down, up. So a downstroke on beat 1, down, up on beat 2, and we practice it like this. Let's do it on an E minor chord, going 3, 4, down, down, up, 3, 4, down, down, up, 3, 4. So down, down, up, and then we count 3, 4 out loud. And it's really important to do that to, really start to feel that rhythm. Anyways, the second half is miss, up, down, up. So we miss the strings on beat 3, and then we play up, down, up. So just say that out loud. Go miss, up, down, up. And we can add some counting. 1, 2, miss, up, down, up. 1, 2, miss, up, down, up. So practice it in halves, just like we did, and then we can put it together nice and slow. 3, 4, down, down, up, miss, up, down, up, down, down, up, miss, up, down, up. So take some time with that. Don't forget, I have those other lessons covering this strumming pattern in much more depth if you need help with it. Those are free on YouTube, link in the corner. Either way, we're going to take that strumming pattern and put it together with our chord shapes, starting off on D. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. I'll do the bar chord this time for G minor. So that's the verse. Don't forget, if you're having trouble, to break it down into the chords and work on the switching, and then the strumming. Do those separately and then put them together. Either way, we're going to move on now and learn the next part of the song, which we can call the bridge or the middle 8. There's one more chord shape for this, F sharp minor, and we can do it as a bar chord. And that's the same shape as G minor. G minor was right here with our finger on the 3rd fret. And if we move it over to the 2nd fret, that's F sharp minor. And that's the power of bar chords, is that they're movable shapes that you can play anything with pretty much. But if that's too much for you, we can do it in a simpler way. We can play it like this. And to play that, we are essentially playing an A chord with these 3 fingers. So 2nd fret on the D, G, and B string. And then my 1st finger is playing the 2nd fret of the thickest string. And it's tough to get your fingers squeezed in as close to the fret as possible, but try your best. And we get F sharp minor. Aside from that, we're already familiar with the rest of the chords. So let's try the bridge using downstrokes only, just so we can get the chord order, counting it out loud. And let's try that starting on F sharp minor. 1, 2, 3, 4. Please listen, you don't know what you're missing. Nowhere, man, the world is at your command. La 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 la. So go through that as many times as you need to, counting out loud, playing downstrokes, going as smoothly as you can go. And when you're ready, we'll add the strumming pattern to that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Please listen, you don't know what you're missing. Nowhere, man, the world's at your command. When it comes to putting this song together, for the most part, it's just verse, bridge, back and forth, which is quite simple. The only 2 parts where it's different are the intro and the outro. The intro is pretty straightforward. You play the verse, except you don't actually strum the first 4 chords. You would just sing them. I'll play a D chord just so I can hear the tune. He's a real nowhere man, sitting in his nowhere land, making all his nowhere plans for nobody. So I started playing on the E minor chord, as I said, making all his nowhere plans for nobody. And from that point, we have the 2nd verse, the 2nd bridge, the 3rd verse, the 3rd bridge, then the 4th verse, and after the 4th verse, we have the ending. The ending is just the last 4 chords of the verse. I'll just play it to show you. Making all his his nowhere plans for nobody. And then again, making all his nowhere plans for nobody. And you just finish with a downstroke. And that's it. You know, you can see the song here. I want you to write this out and listen to the song. That's the best way to start getting the whole order of the song in your head. Don't forget, if you need any help with the basics, there's my free ebook. I also have my complete beginner's course, which guides you through the entire process from absolute beginner to confident strummer, learning a bunch of songs along the way, mastering all the basic chord switches, building up your rhythm from scratch. You know, it's really helpful for making you feel good playing a song like this. I also have Barre Chords Made easy if you're interested in challenging yourself with those bar chord shapes. Otherwise, you can do the simplified versions of those and it'll sound great. Don't forget to like and subscribe and have a fun time practicing. I'll see you soon.